On to the headlines. State targets M-Pesa to recover billions from Hustler Fund defaulters. Marburg virus outbreak strikes Rwanda. Porridge recalled after 3 child deaths in South Africa. Taking a bite of transparency, the tech behind agri-food traceability. A toe slapped with ban from Cameroon marches.
Good morning and welcome to Traceability TV News, your source for the latest updates on global traceability and safety concerns. I'm your host, Miriam Munyoki. As Kenya transitions from the National Health Insurance Fund to the new Social Health Insurance Fund, serious challenges are emerging, both in the program's rollout and the wider healthcare system. Governors have raised concerns over being sidelined in the process, while patients, essentially those with chronic illnesses, are left vulnerable. Beyond the immediate financial and administrative issues, there is a deeper problem: patient safety and the lack of traceability in our healthcare supply chain. How can these be addressed?
The Council of Governors has raised frustration, claiming they were excluded from key decisions in the SHIF implementation. But more worrying for patients is the danger posed by a lack of a reliable healthcare tracking system. As the country switches from NHIF to SHIF, hospitals are grappling with limited resources and unregistered facilities. This delay means that many patients, particularly those with chronic conditions, may not be receiving the treatments or medicines they need on time. In addition to these administrative issues, there are growing concerns about the traceability of medical supplies. Many hospitals are unable to track the origins and safety of the medicines that they administer, raising risks of counterfeit drugs and unsafe treatment reaching patients. This lack of transparency in the supply chain endangers patient safety, highlighting the need for a more structured tracking system. Experts are suggesting that the government collaborate with organizations like GS1, specializing in supply chain management. Through improved traceability systems, the healthcare sector could track medical products from manufacturing to the moment they reach the patients, ensuring safety and reducing the risk posed by counterfeit or substandard medicines. Ronald Reagan, Traceability TV.
The government is now taking aggressive steps to recover 7 billion Kenya shillings in unpaid Hustler Fund loans by directly targeting M-Pesa accounts. This strategy has sparked debate about whether this is a measure of fiscal accountability or a potential strain on public trust in mobile money platforms. As M-Pesa plays a crucial role in financial inclusion, the government's actions could have long-lasting impacts on how Kenyans interact with these systems. There is a valid concern about whether we might see a backlash from users or what the broader implications of digital privacy in Kenya might be.
The move to recover Hustler Fund debts by tapping into M-Pesa accounts is already raising ethical questions. Many users are worried that this might set a precedent for accessing private financial data. According to Elizabeth Nkuku, CEO of Financial Inclusion Fund, these defaulters have demonstrated an ability to pay based on their transactional histories. However, MPs like Majimbo Kalasinga argue that without insurance of the fund, this action may expose the government to more risks. The government's approach highlights the delicate balance between pushing for the debt's recovery and maintaining trust in digital financial services. This situation also raises questions about the effectiveness of the Hustler Fund itself. Critics suggest that a lack of comprehensive financial education among borrowers contributes to defaults. As this recovery initiative unfolds, we could see calls for more structured lending practices and better support systems for those who genuinely struggle to pay. With public trust at stake, the government must tread carefully, ensuring that its recovery efforts do not alienate the very citizens it aims to support. Regis Regina, Traceability TV.
Kenya's poor performance in the World Skills Competition has put a spotlight on the country's technical and vocational education system. The gaps are becoming glaring, especially in crucial areas like mechatronics and CAD. This raises a serious question about whether we are adequately preparing our workforce for the global stage or if we are falling behind. The link between outdated equipment, insufficient industry partnerships, and underperformance is clear, prompting us to wonder how long we can afford to lag while the rest of the world moves forward. What needs to change?
Kenya ranked near the bottom in several key technical fields, including 33rd out of 35 in mechatronics. Experts argue this isn't a talent issue, but rather a lack of exposure to modern technologies. Countries like China and Japan have integrated cutting-edge tech into their training programs, and it's paying off. Dr. John Mugo of Zizi Afrique stresses the need for Kenya to form more industry partnerships to bridge the skill gap. This could involve collaboration between educational institutions and industry leaders to create curriculums that meet market demands. Additionally, implementing traceable student progress systems could ensure that Kenyan students are adequately prepared for competitive global industries. Such systems could provide data-driven insights into where students excel and where improvements are needed. However, without substantial changes to infrastructure and curriculum, we may continue to see these poor results, limiting our youth's opportunities on the global stage. Janet Zalani, Traceability TV.
The Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry has partnered with Boda Boda riders in an attempt to reduce the staggering number of accidents in Nairobi. With over 11,500 accidents involving motorcycles each year, this initiative offers first aid training and access to healthcare services. However, this partnership raises the question of whether it serves as a band-aid solution to a deeper problem. The real challenge lies in shifting the culture around road safety. While training is a start, is it enough to address the systematic issues plaguing the industry?
Well, the partnership offers riders vital first aid skills and access to healthcare. It doesn't address the root cause of the accidents. Maxwell Okoth, chairman of KNCCI's Nairobi Health Sector, acknowledges that safety training alone won't solve the issue. Rider behavior, poor road infrastructure, and a lack of strict regulations are all major contributors. To see real change, a more holistic approach is needed, addressing not only the riders' training, but also advocating for improved road conditions and stricter enforcement of traffic laws. Moreover, tracking rider participation in these programs through traceable system could help assess the initiative's success. If riders can prove the engagement with safety training, they also qualify for insurance discounts or benefits that incentivize safer riding practices. Without broader reforms and community engagement, the initiative may struggle to make a significant impact on Nairobi's road safety crisis. Evans Lucy, Traceability TV.
We are now taking a commercial break. Stay tuned for more news updates after the break. With GS1 2D barcodes, you can store more information, improve traceability, and enhance customer engagement. Imagine giving your customers instant access to product details, nutritional information, and even promotional offers right at their fingertips. Migrate to 2D today and unlock your full potential. We believe in the power of standards to transform the way we work and live. GS1, the global language of business. Food traceability is gaining traction globally as consumers demand more transparency in how their food is produced. Technologies like blockchain and IoT are transforming the agricultural landscape, but how prepared is Kenya to adopt these systems at scale? In a world where food fraud and sustainability are becoming increasingly critical, traceability offers a solution. However, can Kenya's agribusiness afford to ignore the growing demand, or will the cost of inaction be higher in the long run?
Traceability in the food sector isn't just about consumer safety, it's about market trust. Globally, food fraud is becoming a significant issue, and Kenya is no exception as it expands into international markets. Implementing traceability systems like blockchain could help Kenyan business combat fraud and food waste while complying with global standards. However, the upfront costs and lack of infrastructure pose challenges, particularly for small-scale farmers who may not have the resources to invest in new technologies. Experts suggest that traceable supply chains could eventually become non-negotiable, especially as global markets push for transparency and sustainability. As consumers increasingly demand to know where the food comes from, the Kenyan agricultural sector must innovate. With the right partnerships and investment in technology, we could see a more sustainable and transparent food system that benefits both producers and consumers. Rinta Luther, Traceability TV.
The volume of cocoa that can be fully traced from Ivory Coast and Ghana did not increase last year, raising significant questions about how these top cocoa producers will comply with the new EU law set to ban the import of commodities linked to deforestation. This law will require importers to prove their products weren't grown on deforested land by tracing their supply chains all the way back to the plots where their raw materials were sourced. According to a recent report from the Cocoa and Forest Initiative, traceability figures in Ghana and Ivory Coast remain stable, with 83% and 82% of cocoa sourced directly being traceable. However, concerns linger over how low the percentage of cocoa exports coming directly from farmer cooperatives, estimated to be only about 35% in Ivory Coast.
The report indicates that national traceability systems are currently being piloted in both countries, with hopes of achieving higher traceability figures by 2025 when the European Union deforestation regulation takes effect. For Ivory Coast and Ghana, complying with this law is critical, as about 2/3 of their cocoa is exported to the European Union. Millions of farmers depend in this industry for their livelihoods, making it essential that traceability systems are effective. While the EUDR has been praised as a crucial step in the fight against climate change, critics warn that it could adversely exclude small-scale farmers from the European Union market, disrupting supply chains. Brussels faces increasing pressure to reconsider the legislation, with concerns raised by the European Cocoa Association and member states alike. As the cocoa industry grapples with these challenges, the stakes are high for farmers and the environment. Regina, Traceability TV.
Uganda is making notable strides in boosting its agricultural exports with the introduction of a new digital traceability system. This innovative platform is designed to improve the traceability of fresh produce from farms to Entebbe International Airport. By digitizing this tracking process, Uganda is addressing key market access issues and boosting efficiency in the export sector. But the question remains, can Uganda take this transformation further through partnerships with global standards organizations like GS1 to elevate food safety and transparency?
The new RUSH system aims to tackle the long-standing challenges faced by Ugandan exporters, such as delays caused by manual documentation and inspection processes. By moving key documents online, exporters can now benefit from real-time compliance monitoring, which enables faster corrective actions in case of interception risks due to pests or chemical residues. While this is a great step towards modernizing Uganda's export processes, there's potential to improve even further by adopting GS1 standards. GS1 traceability standards are recognized worldwide for their ability to provide seamless tracking across the entire supply chain. By partnering with GS1, Uganda could integrate global best practices into the system, enhancing transparency and accountability. This would not only ensure compliance with international regulations, but also boost Uganda's credibility in the global market. Moreover, GS1 standards can standardize product information, making it easier for retailers and consumers to track the origin of the products. Such a partnership could be a game changer, paving the way for Uganda to position itself as a leader in food safety and sustainable exports on the global stage. Ronald Reagan, Traceability TV.
The African agricultural sector is valued at an outstanding $1 trillion a year, yet smallholder farmers who form the backbone of this economy often remain invincible. Akiwumi Adesina, president of the African Development Bank Group, highlights this reality, noting that banks, buyers and traders often overlook these crucial contributors. As many of these farmers operate in remote areas with limited access to markets, their lack of digital footprint severely restricts their opportunities for better prices, loans, and innovative agricultural inputs.
To address this issue, the MADE Alliance, launched in May, aims to provide digital access to essential services for 100 million people and businesses across Africa over the next decade. With a commitment of $300 million, the initiative plans to integrate 3 million farmers from Kenya, Tanzania, and Nigeria into the digital economy through MasterCard Community Pass, offering them a digital credential to connect with a network of digital agricultural agents. Since its launch, partners have joined forces to implement programs, including providing affordable digital financial services and internet connectivity for farmer cooperatives. During the recent 79th session of the United Nations General Assembly, discussions were held to review the progress of the MADE Alliance and outline strategies for addressing ongoing challenges. The focus on digitizing agriculture, particularly for women and smallholder farmers, underscores the potential this sector holds for economic growth in Africa. Janet Zalani, Traceability TV.
Traceability TV. We trace it, you trust it.
Rwanda is grappling with a Marburg virus disease outbreak, as confirmed by the Ministry of Health on September 27, 2024. As of September 30th, 27 confirmed cases and 9 deaths have been reported, primarily among healthcare workers. With over 297 contacts being monitored, the urgency to contain this deadly virus is palpable. Enhanced preventive measures are being implemented across healthcare facilities, and the Ministry of Health is urging Rwandans to remain vigilant by practicing proper hygiene and taking precautionary steps.
Marburg virus disease is transmitted to humans through fruit bats and can spread through direct contact with infected individuals or contaminated materials. Unfortunately, there's currently no vaccine or specific treatment for the virus, necessitating immediate supportive therapy for those affected. Infection prevention protocols, similar to those of Ebola, must be strictly adhered to in order to prevent further transmission. The Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has dispatched a team of experts to assist Rwanda's response efforts, collaborating with neighboring countries to address cross-border aspects of the outbreak. As the situation develops, Minister of Health, His Excellency Sabin Sanzimana, will join the Africa CDC press briefing on October 3rd, providing updates on the ongoing containment measures and efforts to curb the virus spread. Evans Lucy, Traceability TV.
In a tragic incident from South Africa, 3 young children have died after consuming Top Score instant porridge, prompting a nationwide recall of the product. The children, aged between 18 months and 4 years, suffered severe stomach pains after eating the porridge. Although Namib Mills, the company behind the product, claims there is no direct evidence linking their porridge to the deaths, they are fully cooperating with the ongoing investigation. To ensure accountability, they are implementing a traceability system to track the supply chain of this product. This incident has raised alarms in the community, making many parents concerned about food safety for their children.
Authorities have confirmed that the tragic deaths occurred after the children consumed Top Score instant porridge, leading to immediate action by retailers like Spar, who have pulled the product from their shelves. A 4th child, aged 7, also became ill but has since been discharged from the hospital. Samples of the porridge have been sent for testing to uncover the cause of these unfortunate deaths. Namib Mills has expressed deep sympathy for the affected families and is committed to cooperating with health authorities. A significant aspect of their response involves initiating a traceability process. This is crucial not only for identifying potential sources of contamination, but also for enhancing overall food safety. A robust traceability system allows for real-time tracking of products throughout the supply chain, enabling companies to swiftly pinpoint and isolate contaminant batches. Can significantly reduce the risk of widespread harm and foster greater consumer trust in food products. Moreover, implementing such systems can provide critical data for regulatory compliance and improve quality control measures. In light of this incident, it is clear that an effective traceability system is essential for protecting public health and ensuring accountability in food production. The community hopes for answers and stronger safety measures to prevent similar tragedies in the future. Rinta Luther, Traceability TV.
In good news, the African Development Bank is investing 9.51 million euros in Comoros to help improve its digital economy. This money will be used to create a new data center and a digital platform to help make public services better and easier to access. The project aims to boost innovation and protect personal data, which is essential for building trust in digital services. Once completed, this project will help Comoros compete better in the global digital world.
To address this issue, the MADE Alliance, launched in May, aims to provide digital access to essential services for 100 million people and businesses across Africa over the next decade. With a commitment of $300 million, the initiative plans to integrate 3 million farmers from Kenya, Tanzania, and Nigeria into the digital economy through Mastercard Community Pass, offering them a digital credential to connect with a network of digital agricultural agents. To address this issue, the MADE Alliance, launched in May, aims to provide digital access to essential services for 100 million people and businesses across Africa over the next decade. With a commitment of $300 million, the initiative plans to integrate 3 million farmers from Kenya, Tanzania, and Nigeria into the digital economy through Mastercard Community Pass, offering them a digital credential to connect with a network of digital agricultural agents.
Welcome to Visibility Sports News. I'm your host, Regan Getau. Samuel Eto'o, the president of the Cameroonian Football Federation, has been banned for 6 months from attending the international matches. This decision comes from FIFA due to his conduct under a recent Under-20 Women's World Cup match. The federation is unhappy with this ruling, claiming the referee made several mistakes that influenced the game's outcome. Eto'o's absence will be felt as Cameroon prepares for crucial matches against Kenya later this month.
Samuel Eto'o has received a 6-month ban from attending international matches after FIFA found him guilty of breaking conduct rules during the recent Under-20 Women's World Cup match. Fecafoot, the Cameroonian Football Federation, has criticized this decision, arguing that the referee made errors that significantly affected the match. This ban raises concerns about Eto'o's leadership as president of the federation, especially with important matches coming up. As Cameroon gets ready to play against Kenya, the federation is considering appealing FIFA's decision. Eto'o, a well-known former player, has been a key figure in discussions about team preparations. His absence could impact the team's strategy and morale. This situation not only affects Eto'o, but also raises questions about how football is governed in Cameroon as the federation faces challenges ahead. Jaden Zalani, Traceability TV.
In a positive development, the Africa Traditional Sports and Games Confederation has appointed Dr. Bella Bello Bitugu as its new vice president for training, research, and education. This role is important as Dr. Bitugu will help promote and preserve traditional sports across Africa. The Confederation believes traditional sports are so vital to cultural heritage, and Dr. Bitugu's leadership will strengthen their efforts to keep these sports alive for future generations.
Dr. Bella Bitugu has been appointed as the Vice President of the Africa Traditional Sports and Game Confederation. He is currently the Director of Sports at the University of Ghana and has a strong background in traditional sports. In his new role, Dr. Bitugu will focus on creating training programs and research initiatives to promote these games and engage communities in preserving their cultural significance. The Confederation wants to ensure traditional sports are recognized and developed at all levels. With Dr. Bitugu's experience and passion, they hope to encourage more people, especially youth, to participate in traditional games. His appointment is a step towards celebrating and safeguarding Africa's rich sporting heritage for years to come. Evans Lucy, Traceability TV.
And that wraps up our news bulletin for the day. Stay tuned for an informative documentary on the importance of traceability in made in Kenya products. I've been your host, Miriam Munyoki, and this is Traceability TV. Welcome to Traceability TV, your ultimate destination for all things traceability. We're the global platform that brings you the latest in traceability news, interviews, and live event coverage. From in-depth news updates to exclusive interviews, Traceability TV keeps you informed on the practices that are transforming industries worldwide. Our mission is simple: empowering organizations to achieve transparency, accountability, and sustainability throughout their supply chains. Our vision: a world where every product's journey is visible, ethical, and sustainable. At Traceability TV, we offer unparalleled opportunities for brand visibility. Feature your company, highlight your traceability solutions, and showcase your commitment to GS1 standards. Leverage our expertise to create high-quality advertisement videos that resonate with your audience, or sponsor a segment to position your brand as a leader in the traceability space. You can support us by partnering on special projects. Your contributions help us deliver more in-depth analyses and expand our global coverage. Traceability TV is more than just a channel, it's a movement. Join us in building a future where every product's journey is visible and trusted. Traceability TV, we trace it, you trust it.
Traceability TV. We trace it, you trust it.
Kenya is a land of opportunity, where tradition meets innovation. From the fertile plains of its agricultural heartlands to the bustling factories of Nairobi, made in Kenya products are finding their way to global markets. But in today's competitive world, it takes more than quality and tradition to stand out. The key to Kenya's growing presence on the international stage is traceability. Traceability allows us to follow the journey of a product from its origins to the consumer. It ensures that the highest standards of quality, sustainability, and transparency are met, building trust with international buyers. For Kenyan producers, this means a brighter future, one where their goods reach markets across the globe with confidence. For the Kenyan farmer, manufacturer, or artisan, traceability is more than just a tool. It's the bridge that connects them to the global marketplace. As international consumers demand more information about the products they buy, traceability provides the transparency they seek. It's no longer enough to just say your product is good. You have to prove it. Through traceability, Kenyan products can show their story, where they were grown, how they were processed, and the journey they've taken. This not only ensures safety and quality, but also allows consumers to make informed choices, confident that what they are buying meets the highest international standards. Behind Kenya's traceability success story stands a critical partner, GS1 Kenya. Through their global standards for barcoding and traceability, they empower local businesses to compete on the international stage. These standards ensure that products can be tracked at every step of their journey, from the farm or factory all the way to the global marketplace. GS1 Kenya provides the tools necessary to build trust in Made in Kenya products. By assigning unique barcodes to each item, they enable businesses to provide the authenticity, quality, and compliance of their goods. These barcodes tell the entire story of a product, ensuring it meets the expectations of consumers and regulators around the world. But GS1 Kenya's efforts don't stop at technology. Collaboration is at the heart of their mission. By working closely with the Kenyan government, businesses, and international partners, GS1 Kenya is ensuring that Kenyan products can compete and thrive in global markets. Through these partnerships, traceability has become more than just a technical tool. It's a strategy for growth. It helps local businesses meet international requirements, giving them the confidence to expand their reach and the assurance that their products meet the highest standards. Take Kenyan coffee, for example. Known worldwide for its rich flavor, Kenyan coffee is now using traceability to expand its global reach. From the moment the beans are harvested to the time they are packed for export, every step is tracked and recorded. With the help of GS1 barcodes, international buyers can verify that the coffee meets quality standards, complies with regulations, and is sustainably sourced. This level of transparency builds trust with consumers, who are increasingly concerned about where their products come from. It also allows them to enjoy Kenyan coffee with the knowledge that it's ethically produced and safe, strengthening Kenya's reputation on the global stage. As the world becomes more interconnected, traceability will be even more crucial to the success of Made in Kenya products. By embracing traceability, Kenya is positioning itself as a leader in quality, sustainability, and transparency. And with partners like GS1 Kenya, the future of Kenyan products in the global marketplace has never been brighter. Made in Kenya is more than just a label. It's a promise of quality, authenticity, and transparency. And with the power of traceability, that promise is being fulfilled, one product at a time. Produced by Traceability TV in collaboration with GS1 Kenya.